My Neighbor Totoro is a classic Studio Ghibli film featuring a family that's just moved into a new house and everyone's favorite rabbit-panda-raccoon hybrid. It's an extremely good movie, one of Hayao Miyazaki's first, and is a nice representation of his work as a whole. But even a film with this lovable creature has several rooted flaws that I've picked apart and analyzed. So today, I discuss the problem with My Neighbor Totoro.
Totoro?
By far, the main problem I have with My Neighbor Totoro is its plot. Everything else is pretty stellar. The music is fantastic, the visuals are great as usual, and the themes, setting, and characters are all fine. But what makes me grade the movie somewhere around a B instead of an A+, is how captivating the storyline is. Right off the bat, I think that most people would say that the first 20 minutes are pretty boring, with nothing happening but the family moving in, exploring the house, and meeting neighbors. It honestly feels like an extreme establishment of the setting, which you partly want, but you also need something to keep you interested and invested besides Mei looking for acorns and discovering soot sprites. The storyline is definitely enriched once we meet Totoro, but even then I feel like they could have taken it a whole step further. Because a huge part of why Studio Ghibli's films are so fun and successful is the extensive amount of interaction between the human and spirit worlds. This is perfectly exemplified in films like Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. In the former, Chihiro is cursed into the spirit world and is forced to interact with demons, spirits, and witches in order to escape and save her parents, while in the latter, Ashitaka attempts to make peace between the humans of Irontown and the gods of the neighboring forest. Both movies are so magical and enjoyable because of how intertwined the human and spirit worlds are. But in My Neighbor Totoro, we don't get enough of that because the human issues that take place are just too petty. I mean, honestly, how much do you really care if Mei gets rescued at the end? The climax is ironically sort of anticlimactic, and it means that Totoro's one true mission is not that important. Totoro's hyped up throughout the movie, each sighting revealing more about him, but he ultimately doesn't matter that much, and that's where the problem lies. Whole scenes and aspects of the plot that occur during the middle of the movie are forgotten by the end, like the tree that Totoro grows in the backyard. The acorns that Mei collects become a symbol of Totoro, but we never learn what their purpose is, or why the smaller Totoros have them in their possession. Even the pink shoe they find in the river is odd considering it never gets explained. If it's not Mei's shoe, whose is it? It's things like these that make the plot seem so disconnected, almost like the writers were grasping for ideas and threw them together. So this, and the lack of important interaction between the human and spirit worlds, is the problem with My Neighbor Totoro. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content on Studio Ghibli. Of course, this is just my opinion, and I actually love the film, but it's always fun to delve into how it can be improved. Tell me which aspect of My Neighbor Totoro you like or dislike in the comment section. Thanks for watching, see you later.